The internet is in shambles over Drake's theatrical response to Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us Grammy wins. The 2025 Grammy Awards turned out to be a night to remember, filled with incredible performances, well-deserved wins, and an electric atmosphere that had fans buzzing. It was a moment of celebration for most of the attendees, as artists basked in their triumphs and graciously accepted their losses. However, there was one person who likely wasn't in the mood to party: Aubrey Drake Graham. Even though Drake was nowhere near the Grammys, his name was trending all over social media once the night wrapped up. And who was to blame? None other than Kendrick Lamar, who, as always, knows exactly how to get the internet talking. To fully appreciate the situation, we need to go back a bit. For over a decade, Drake and Kendrick have been engaged in a simmering feud, with both artists throwing subliminal and not so subliminal shots at each other. However, things escalated to a whole new level in 2024 when the rap titans went head-to-head in a no-holds-barred lyrical battle, trading diss tracks that had fans and hip-hop purists analyzing every bar. Despite Drake's efforts to maintain his dominance, public opinion quickly swayed in Kendrick's favor, particularly after the release of Not Like Us on May 4th, a track that didn't just take aim at Drake, but absolutely eviscerated him. Not Like Us wasn't just a diss track, it became a cultural moment. With its infectious beat and ruthless lyricism, the song took over the charts, spending a record-breaking 21 weeks at the top of Billboard's Hot Rap Songs chart. It became an anthem, a meme, and an inescapable part of 2024's music scene. So, when the 2025 Grammys rolled around, it was almost inevitable that the track would clean up. And clean up it did. When all was said and done, Not Like Us walked away with 5 Grammy wins, including 2 of the most coveted awards of the night. To put that in perspective, this single diss track has now earned as many Grammys as Drake has in his entire career. Let that sink in. Naturally, social media exploded with reactions, memes, and hot takes, all wondering how Drake would respond to such a colossal L. Would he ignore it? Would he come back swinging with another diss track? Would he finally address the elephant in the room? Well, it didn't take long for Drake to make his next move. The timing couldn't have been more dramatic, as his highly anticipated Anita Max Win Tour kicked off in Australia just days after the Grammys. And in true Drake fashion, he made an entrance that had everyone talking. For those who haven't yet seen the viral videos, picture this. Drake takes the stage in Perth wearing a black hoodie riddled with bullet holes, an unmistakable nod to the relentless figurative shots fired at him over the past year. As if that weren't theatrical enough, smoke poured from his back, adding a cinematic flair that only someone with Drake's penchant for drama could pull off. It was an entrance that blurred the lines between music, performance art, and meme culture, all wrapped into one. Predictably, reactions were mixed. On one hand, some fans hailed the move as legendary, proof that Drake is not only self-aware but also willing to lean into the spectacle of his public persona. They argued that this was a calculated move, a way to take control of the narrative and embrace the role of a battle-hardened warrior. On the other hand, critics found it unbearably corny, rolling their eyes at what they saw as an over-the-top, almost theatrical cry for attention. After all, this is the same Drake who has long been accused of being a bit too melodramatic for his own good. What's clear, though, is that this feud is far from over. With Kendrick Lamar set to take the stage for the Super Bowl halftime show in just a few days, the potential for another escalation is very, very real. Will Kendrick take another jab at Drake in front of one of the biggest global audiences? Will Drake counter with a new track? The possibilities are endless, and the drama is only just beginning. In the meantime, I need to know, what do you think of Drake's latest move? Is he playing chess while the rest of us are playing checkers, or is this just another example of his signature corniness? Personally, I find myself conflicted. Love him or hate him, Drake has always had a flair for the dramatic, and honestly, that's part of why we can't look away. Maybe we should let him have his moment, revel in the chaos, and hope that all this energy is being channeled into an all-time classic album for summer 2025. After all, if anyone can turn an L into a W, it's Aubrey Graham. Like and subscribe for more music news. Leave a comment below who you think won the battle.